Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna crochet this very easy sweater. If you like this type of tutorials, thumbs up, subscribe, ring the notification bell, grab the yarn, crochet hook, let's get to work. Alright, this is the beautiful yarn I'm gonna be using. Really like this color, very fall appropriate. It's from Hobby Lobby, Yarn Bee, Sweet Divinity, Berry Purple. This is what one ball contains. So it requires a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, size 7. I've never seen a 4.5 millimeter hook. If you've ever seen them, please let me know where you found them, because I've seen 4.25 and 5. I've never seen a 4.5. Anyway, this is the specification of the yarn: 80% acrylic, 20 nylon, 100 grams per ball. As I said, I have 5 of those. And for the crochet hook, I'm going to be using a 5 millimeter hook just to give it more drapiness. Even if I would have had a 4.5, I would have still gone for the 5 millimeter hook. I have my chain here. I made 89 chains, and no matter what size you are, extra small through 4 extra large, or even larger if you want to go, you are going to put your chain marker into the 29th chain from the tail. So we're going to start by putting a double crochet into the 4th chain from the beginning, and we need a panel of 10 double crochets. So we have 2, 3, 9, 10. Again, all the sizes, 10 double crochets. Next, chain 1, skip 3, into the next you will put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So 1, 2, chain 1, 1, 2, chain 1. Again, all the sizes the same. Skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the next. Again, you will put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Like so. Chain 1, and do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the next. 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. All sizes, same thing. So this is what we have. Now chain 1, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet into the next. And this is going to be different for each size. You are going to put 1 double crochet all the way till you reach the stitch marker. Do not crochet into the stitch marker. You're going to stop into the chain right before it. And here I am. I stopped right next to the chain, right next to the stitch marker. So now we can remove the stitch marker, because we're going to continue with our design. We're going to chain 1, skip 3, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets into the next. So you can see it's a mirror reflection of this one. Then, oops, sorry, chain 1, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets into the next, like so. Chain 1, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the next, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, into the next, a double crochet. There we go. So these should be 10 double crochets at the end. So 1, 2, 3, and this is what we have. Now we're gonna turn, and it's gonna be a repeat only of a row number 2 from the bottom all the way to your neck opening. Chain 3 counts as a double crochet, 1 double crochet in each of the 9 stitches, chain 1. You're gonna, in the middle, between these 2 groups of 2 double crochets, in the middle you will put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, move to in between the next group, do the same, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets into that chain 1 space between the groups, and again chain 1, move to between the next group, and repeat, put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, and move into your double crochets. So let me put 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and this is what we are looking at. Now you're gonna put 1 double crochet in each of the double crochets all the way to here, and now you've reached the design again. So chain 1, move in between the groups into the chain 1 space, put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, move in between the next 2 groups and put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and chain 1 again, move in between the next 2 groups. Pretty easy, no-brainer. Once you're done with these 3 groups, chain 1 and move into your double crochets. And this is what I'm looking at. So everything is repetitive. You're gonna turn the work and gonna repeat row number 2. Chain 3 counts as a double crochet, 1 double crochet in each of the double crochets from the previous row, starting the second one, and again you put the last one in, chain 1 into the chain 1 space between the groups, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1 again, chain 1 again, chain 1, everything as I said, from the bottom all the way to the neck opening. Right, once you get from the bottom to the neckline opening, I got 40 rows if you are interested to know mine. So we're gonna start working on the shoulder panels. It's up to you how wide do you want your neckline opening to be. Mine is gonna be up to here. So these 10 double crochets we're gonna work as usual. Chain 3 and put 1 double crochet in each stitch to reach the fence. Now to even out these, I will put 1 double crochet into the first chain 1 space, work double crochet 2 together into the first 2 double crochets, then skip the chain 1 space and work double crochet 2 together into the next 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet into the next chain 1 space, and do the same here, double crochet 2 together into the double crochets, skip the chain 1 space, double crochet 2 together into the other 2 double crochets, and a double crochet into the chain 1 space, like so. And I'm going to turn and just be working double crochets in each stitch. So the usual chain 3 and 1 double crochet into each stitch till the end of the row. And I'm gonna be adding rows for as long as tall I want my shoulder panels to be. So that will be from the seam, from the shoulder seam to the neckline opening. To make the second shoulder panel, you are gonna join right here, or whatever, however wide you want it, it's up to you. I would join right here, chain 3, that will count as the first double crochet, and then continue with the pattern, double crochet 2 together, double crochet 2 together, double crochet, and so on. So make sure when you join, this is the first row where it's facing you, the double crochets, you're gonna make sure you're joining on the same side, so your shoulder panels correspond. And this is my back panel. I chose only 2 rows for the back panel shoulders. So I joined right here and moved that way and came back that way. So the length of the front and the back panel are gonna be, the total is gonna be the same right here if when I align them. So the total is gonna be the same, but since we have to have a neck opening, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the difference of the back to the front. So this is how tall my front panel shoulder panels are gonna be, so they correspond. So the total amount of rows have to be identical, so your panels are the same, unless you want to have a high-low sweater. Mine I like straight, so whatever you make for the front panel, make sure your back panel matches row, like lengthwise. All right, we left off on the panels, so I did sew the panels with a whip stitch, just a regular whip stitch with a darning needle, and I decided to leave slits. I will show you how I'm gonna work them later. I measured my sleeve opening, it's 8 inches. So well, the first thing what you do, you sew your shoulder panels. To make my sleeves, I always join in the armpit. The project is turned with the right side towards me, and I'm gonna join here where I sewed it together. There is the double crochet post that starts. Here I have this little loop from sewing the row. I'm gonna join that little loop with a slip stitch and pull it tight. This one will not count as a chain 1 since it turned into a knot. I will chain 3, that will count as a first double crochet. And now I will be putting 2 double crochets around each post all the way to the seam, like so. 2 double crochets around each post. Go ahead, put them all until you reach the seam. Once you reach the seam, try to work a double crochet into it. Somehow pull a loop or something, work one into the seam, and then continue putting 2 double crochets around each post till you reach the end of the round. So this is what you should have, 1 extra right here. And now once you're back, as I said, you join in the middle with the slip stitch, flip the work on the wrong side. This is the stitch that we put into the seam. You are gonna stop 3 stitches away from it. So once you double crocheted, chain 1, skip the 3 stitches, and into this one, the one that you put into the seam, you are gonna put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets to follow the pattern on the sides. So 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochets into the following stitches. And this is how our design is going to form on the sleeve. So to not be repeating myself multiple times, this is what you are going to do like on the other sleeve. You are going to be flipping the work, the project, every time you reach the end of the row, so the seam stays straight. Otherwise it will be slanted. But you keep hearing that in each of my garment tutorials. This is how I like to do my sleeves anyway. And yeah, you're gonna be following the tutorial like here on the sides. So once you get on the next row, you're gonna put a double crochet, chain 1, skip this one, and work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets into the chain 1 space, and so on and so forth. Make it as long as you want. To make the neckline, we will turn the sweater with the back towards us, slip stitch, and join somewhere in the middle of the back. You can count your stitches, or you can kind of eye it, up to you, and join. So I kind of like to work all my sweaters pretty much the same type, the same neckline. So all I'm gonna do is single crochet around, put single crochets in each stitch. If you decided to do like me, leave off one of these. So we're gonna repeat pretty much the same, only with single crochets, like what we did here. So a single crochet into the first chain 1 space, single crochet 2 together with this one, so insert the hook, pull up a loop, and then into the next, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through both, then go into the next 2 double crochets, put 2 single crochets together. We're gonna put a single crochet into this little loop, a single crochet into the next double crochet, and I would like to put a single crochet into the seam, single crochet into the next double crochet, and here downwards we have double crochet. So I'm gonna be alternating 1 single into around one post, 2 single crochets around the next post, and again 1 into the next and 2 into the next. You work however you like. I want mine to be a little, my neckline to kind of gather a little bit, because it's a bit too wide for me. So 2, then 1, then 2, and 1, and here I go into this. So single crochet 2 together into this single crochet, double crochets, then single crochet 2 together into these double crochets, then into the chain 1, and then I'm gonna repeat the same. I'm gonna single crochet in each double crochet and do here the same, single crochet into the chain 1 space, single crochet 2 together, and then and then I'm gonna be repeating what I have here in the mirror like reflection, and then I will turn the work and add another round of single crochet, then turn again, then another round of single crochets. So pretty much I add single crochets back and forth for as many times, for as tight or as close to my neck I want my neckline to be. For the reference, this is the finished sleeve. So this is what we're looking at. It's worked in rounds. This is the seam and the top. So the seam is pretty much invisible. This is where it is. All right, I made a slip knot. I will join into the where our chain 3 was. And you if you didn't cut the yarn, you can kind of continue, but I cut the yarn, so now I have to start over. And now I'm gonna kind of pull a long loop, yarn over, and go around the chain 3 and make a double crochet like so. The next, since this is back post, these two I'm gonna work a front post around them, yarn over, insert the hook between the first and second double crochets. So I want to work around the two, so I'm pushing them back, grab the yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. So that's our back post. Then yarn over, we're gonna do front post around these two. So this time I'm gonna go from behind them, pushing them towards me, yarn over, pull the yarn, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. And this is how I'm gonna be alternating. Yarn over, go from the back, push them to the back, pull the yarn through, and the next two I'm gonna push them towards me to the front like so. When you get to the design, if yours is like mine, here I'm following the pattern. So these ones were back post, these ones are gonna be a front post. So I'm working around the two double crochets. I'm not doing anything for the chain one space. So one from the sleeve, one from this group, and I just want to keep everything consistent. So the next two I'm gonna go from the back, front post, and the next two I'm gonna be back post. So yeah, I'm just going with it, kind of ignoring the chain one spaces and working only with the double crochets. As I'm getting to the end of the round, so I have these two, I'm gonna push back, and now I'm gonna slip stitch into the third chain from the beginning, or this long loop that I pulled. And since these two are forward, I'm gonna go around this double crochet and this double crochet, the two, the last one and the first one, and yarn over and slip stitch around those, so I can make those two together. And now I'm gonna chain 3, and starting now I'm gonna have front post, back post, double crochet all the way around like so. I'm not gonna be decreasing anymore. I will just be following whatever I have my previous round, and I will be working all the way around. So, and we're here at the end. We're gonna work a post, and when you get to your chain 3, you're gonna work from the back and slip stitch around it, and this is the round complete. Next you're gonna chain 3, and you have a front post and back post, and again around. So as many rounds as you like, or as many as you have yarn, or I mean, it's up to you. So I have a little bit left here. I will work the slits by single crocheting, so a slip knot, and you want the sweater to be turned with the right side towards you. I'm gonna join into the corner, into this chain, and chain 1, tighten it, so and then you're gonna put a single crochet into the same stitch. That's your corner. And we have double crochets here, so I'll put one double crochet around the one single crochet around the post of the double crochet, and a single crochet around the next post. And then you see this little loop here between the rows, so I'll put a single crochet in it, then around the post, and then again here where the rows connect, put in that loop, and around the post. Alternate for the length of your slit. And same, I finished working into the loop. I'm gonna work a single crochet into the loop of the other panel, around the post, into the loop, around the post, all the way till the end. And here we're working around the post and finishing where you finished the row, where you started the row. So find that little loop here or a little gap, just find a place where to put it, and I'll put a single crochet, chain 1, and pull up a long loop. I would really like for you to see the difference between the slits when the slit is worked and when the slit is not worked. I mean, I've left some garments without the slit being worked. They don't look ugly, but they still look kind of raw. This one looks more finished, and when you steam it, it will lay flat and will not cause this curling. And this was it for today's tutorial. Thumbs up, share with others, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.